And today, what do we need? We do need those makeshift weights. I know it says body weight workout with Carl, but you can figure something out. So, makeshift weights. I have mine handy here. Simple as a couple of Nalgene bottles, wine bottles, you know, shampoo, conditioner bottles, peanut butter containers, whatever you got. We'll need those eventually. We'll start out on the ground today, some glute bridgey type stuff. It's always the awkward part where I'm just waiting to start. And then I took my watch apart, so now I'm like a millennial without a watch, and it's really freaking me out. I'm just replacing the band, and it didn't go smoothly. All right, what time is it? 6:29. That means we get to start in about a minute. Let's say good morning to some more people. Who else is logged on? All right. Oh, Nicole. Oh, geez. Always tough to keep up with Nicole. Danae, yes. Shoes and coffee. Yes, I do have my coffee. Shayna. Robin is a winner. No question. Good morning, Dinakar. All right. Yeah, good little group started. Danny, good morning. The shields, at least one of them, probably both, are up and ready to go. So once they show up, we get rolling. Uh-oh, hold on. Danger, Will Robinson. Gonna land on part of a screw. Be careful. All right. Here we go. We're gonna be on our backs to start. We're gonna start with the glute bridge. Again, this is our runner's workout, runner strength part 2. We had part 1 on Tuesday, and this will be a continuation of it, a little bit more difficulty, I think, in my opinion. So we're gonna start out with glute bridge with a hip dip. So I'm try to show this. I think angle is gonna be best. Oh, first we gotta stretch. Oh yeah, gotta get the stretch in. All right, so we are going to glute bridge up. So single leg glute bridge. We have one leg extended, that one planted about a foot away from our butt. From here, we are going to drop that hip, just kind of tilt it. So make that downhill. So I'm not touching here. Square it up, come back down. And we're gonna do that 10 times on each side, of course. So again, that rotational component, which we'll get a couple times today. One more. 10. Man. Okay, here we go, other side. Really try to square that hip back up before you come back down to the ground. And excellent. Next up is going to be pillar reaches. So we'll be flipping over, come right at you. So forearms parallel on the ground, palms up. Got my hand dirty already. So we here, keeping those feet out wide. Push that chest away, squeeze those cheeks on top. Keep that tabletop posture. Reaching forward, coming back. Reaching forward, coming back. And we're just doing that 10 times total 5 per side. Getting that core turned on a bit. Focused effort. Perfect. And then we're going to be still here, come up to all fours. And what we're going to do is hands under shoulders, knees under hips. I'm going to cross one ankle over the other, doesn't matter which. I'm going to press straight up. It's kind of a downward dog type position. I'm keeping that back flat, pushing that heel to the ground. So right now I get a big old calf stretch here. And I can feel all the way down that posterior chain from here, pressing up, back down to that stretch, hold it for just a couple seconds, back up, and down. I'm doing this 10 times. So make sure you really keep that back flat, otherwise you won't get as much of that stretch that we're after. It's kind of an active stretch, nice strong calf raise up. Keep those arms straight. And we'll come back down. So make sure we just kind of reset. If we got off point at all, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, cross out of the way, press up and back, get that calf stretch, drive up. I think that was 11, but that's okay. All right, next up, we're going to be standing up. We're going to go through some sumo squats. 3 of them. It's a nice number. So, feet are going to be about shoulder width, and everybody's going to be a little bit different. So, finding your optimal foot position and also foot angle, whether those toes are in or out. We kind of something I just say you kind of wiggle into. I typically start a little too wide, so I've been working on not doing that. So we're going to drop down. We're going to have those elbows just inside of those knees. And we want to kind of wiggle into that. So literally wiggle. So get that butt down as low as we can while keeping that chest up. We're grabbing those toes. And from here, we're going to drive our hips up. So we're going to get a hamstring stretch on both sides. Just going to hold it a couple seconds. Drop back down into that squat. Again, nice and low. We should be set up for that foot position already. Arms are coming up. We're going to have a thoracic extension coming up and out, keeping those arms up, thumbs back. Drop slowly into that squat as low as we can. Bring those arms down. Drive those hips up. Drop those hips down. Arms come up. Keep that chest up. Drive up. And we'll do that one more time. Dropping down, grab those toes, drive those hips up, double hamstring stretch, drop back down, arms up, and out. All right, so the first component of our runner strength workout today, we'll be working on what runners don't do a lot of, which is typically we're running this way. We're running through the sagittal plane, which means kind of front and back. We're going to start out with a series of exercises working in the frontal plane. So we're getting some variety, a little bit of rotation in there as well. So we're going to start out with something similar to what we did on Tuesday, but different, Kevin. Will be a lateral squat or lunge, however you want to think about it, up into a high knee position. So one inspirational demo before we go. I'm going to come out down here. I'm going to drive off strong and come up in this high knee position, fall back out to the side and up. So when I'm at the top, making sure we engage that glute. So we're gonna do 15 on one side, 15 on the other. Ready, set, here you go. Get that pause at the top. Whoop. Every time, make sure you're nice and tall at the top. Fire that glute, drill it right in the ground. Ooh, almost too far. 15, going the other way. Here you go. Three more for me. Perfect. So going back to that first leg, what we're gonna do is just a lateral lunge, I guess I'd say, or squat. So we're gonna have extra wide stance, like super wide. You ride an elephant. Okay. So you're gonna be down and coming up. We're gonna do this. My floor is a little bit slippery, so hopefully I won't go into the splits. Down to one side 30 times, 3-0. So working on that endurance. So it's gonna be down, but the butt down and back, chest up, coming up. But we are going to rep them out super quick, or reasonably quick. And we're doing one side only, working on that endurance on one side, and then we're doing 30 on the other. And hopefully I can keep count. No promises. So if somebody's auditing me on counting, I'm not trying to cheat or overdo. Ooh, a little shake on that leg, going the other way. Extra wide stance. First one might feel goofy. Now we're repping them out. Keep that chest up, butt down and back. So we're sitting down like we're sitting into a chair behind us, just kind of sitting awkwardly. This is not how you normally sit down. At least not how I normally sit down. Excellent. All right, we're belly ground next. Still working our lower body in conjunction with our core. What we do, I'm going to set this up like a T. We're going to go lateral pillar bridge with hip abduction. We're going to do 15 on each side. So the thing I always tell people from a rhythm, it's up, up, down, down. So get that elbow under our shoulder, not out way over here. Our hips are slightly down, down and back. We're gonna come up, down, and down. Ready, set. 15 on one side, then 15 on the other. These don't feel too bad. Usually till about 7 or 8, it starts catching up with you. $15 going the other way. Something is going crazy on my computer. I'll check it out in a second. reminders or whatever's going on. Hey everyone, dismiss all. Yeah, email check. Yep, that's a good reminder. Let's see who else is coming in. Renuka, hey, good morning. All right. Next up. Oh yeah, here we go. Like, that doesn't sound right. It always sounds right. All right. Get this stuff out of the way. So we're going still in that frontal plane. We're gonna step behind to a high knee. So reach back and behind, come up, find that stability. We're getting that rotational component now. Stepping behind, up, or square, knee is up high, toe is dorsiflex. When I reach behind, I'm just barely touching that floor or foot to the ground. Itch. Lots of control. Just barely touching that foot. Reaching as far back and behind. Seeing that skater-esque movement. Keeping that stability as we go. Whoop. Good Lord. Whew. All right. Definitely noticeable on that. Going other way. First one's always a little goofy. You switch a direction. Nice and controlled. I think this is 15, but just in case, don't want to miss the rep. All right. Uh-oh. Yep, pulling things off screen. All right, agua. All right. So we're going to do an upper body component now. You need to maintain that upper body strength, as I mentioned on Tuesday. It's a lot of endurance in this for the upper body. So some makeshift weights will do you well. We're going to do an exercise. I'll go through those, then do 10 push-ups. Do an exercise, do 10 push-ups. So we're going to do a lot of push-ups. So get ready for that. Mentally, physically, whatever you got. So starting out, we're gonna have 2 legs on the ground. So we're taking the stability out. We're gonna just on that upper body strength, so feet together. Light weights out the side, up, and we're doing 20 lateral raises. Shoulder blades down and back, so think about that great posture. Shoulder at attention. Nice and quick on the up. If you've got those light weights, down slower. Those light weights will start adding up very soon. I think this is 20. So we're going right to 10 push-ups. So the 10 push-ups, get that arrow position. So make that, have those hands come out from that nipple line out. We want maximum range of motion. So if you're doing this on your toes, but you're just doing this half push-up, please, please, please do yourself a favor. Go to a modified position. You're at home, nobody's watching. You get that maximum range of motion. It would be the best thing for you. You work your way up to that full push-up. Hybrid of that is down on the toes, up on the knees, okay? Here we go, 10. Beautiful. Grab those weights, going front raises, so feet together. Nice tall posture, sink those shoulder blades in those back pockets. We're gonna thumbs up as we raise those makeshift weights, or real weights if you've got them. You can also do this with a band, probably a light to medium band. I'm doing 20. And we're right back to our push-ups. Back to push-ups. Just getting a preview of what's next. Oh yeah. All right, ready, set. And back to our makeshift weights. I know the it's advertised as body weight, so hopefully nobody's losing their minds. They don't have weights. Yeah, I'm using Nalgene jugs. You can do something. You can do this empty arms, and your arms will get tired because of the reps. All right, 20. Back to our push-ups. These are going to start getting difficult. Ten. All right, going reverse flies. So for this, we're going to hip hinge back. Feet can be together. They're usually more comfortable being about hip to shoulder width apart. Right here, push that butt back so you feel that hamstrings unstretch. Ripping those bottles or whatever apart. Again, light weights, up quick, down slow. Eyes are straight down the ground. May have been 21, that's okay. All right, last set of push-ups. We can do it. Ready, set, focused effort. Excellent. Let's get back to our lower body. So, what we're going to do for lower body, I'm going to cycle through likely twice with a little variation on our intermediate exercise, which need that. We're going to go lower body exercise. We're just going to do 10 reps per side, whatever the exercise is. We're going to do a pillar bridge, so forearms parallel, palms up. We're not hanging out in a plank. Well, I'm not. Pull those elbows in, rip that mat apart, squeeze those cheeks on top, and we're doing that plank. Every time we do a plank, it'll be 30 seconds. Get my little timer there, so it's all prepped. All right, so first exercise is reverse lunge to squat. So standing on my right leg, then drop back behind me, come into a squat. Same foot, that right is drilled into the ground, it's not moving. That's 2, 3, keep it going all the way to 10. Other side, stepping back, squat. Excellent. Here we go. 30 seconds. Pillar bridge, forearms parallel, palms up. Pull those elbows toward your toes. Rip the floor apart. Make sure we're keeping that head up too. No hanging your head in shame. We'll be standing up again in 3, 2, and 1. All right, RDL. Yep. So, doing single leg RDL. Inverted hamstrings, another word for that, or exercise name. Stay on one leg, reach palms up, loose knee on that planted side, headlights on those hips, straight ahead. They are not turning. Just always stay in this direction. That toe of that back foot pointing straight down the ground. We're reaching that heel through the wall behind us. Not to it, through it. Doing 10 per side. Take that bow, hips level, eyes are drawn a line from point to point on the floor, helping keep that neck neutral. I think that was 10, maybe 11 or 12, who knows. Oh, my accountant hopefully is watching. Reach that heel back, hips level. You feel tension in that planted side glute, hopefully. All right, back down the ground. Here we go. Everybody's up. Pull those elbows in, rip the ground apart, squeeze those cheeks on top. Check that form, make sure we're thinking about all those aspects, because we're gonna wanna forget. Rip the ground apart, pull those elbows toward your toes, squeeze those cheeks. 3, 2, and 1. All right. I'm gonna take a quick sip of liquid. All right, going forward to reverse lunge, or excuse me, reverse to forward lunge. So for that, I'm gonna stand on my right leg, gonna go step back and reverse lunge, all the way forward to a forward lunge. My right leg, plant leg, is not changing. That was merely an inspirational demo. Here's the real deal. That'd be 1. 2, I have to get my arms in it. So your arms should be, if you're moving those arms, moving opposite to your legs. I think that was 10. Other side, very set. and 10. Going back to our pillar ridge. You want that strong core to support us, especially to get up in those longer runs. Here we go. Elbows toward your toes. Rip the floor apart. Squeeze those cheeks. Keep that head pulled back like you're at attention, soldier. No hanging your head in shame. Three, two, and one. All right, here we go. Next up, I think we're doing airplanes. Yes, indeed, we are. A lot of balance and glute control on this. Come through in that running. So get a rotational component, that step behind. This too has a rotational component supporting that hip. So we'll be doing that RDL we did before. We're down. Gonna come up. Oh, this is tough. Bank, that was the easy way. So you're gonna bank right and bank left. Come up, back down, right, left. So how I think about that is that open side hip. We're gonna stack it and then punch the floor while maintaining that stability. You have 9 left to do, or 8 left to do. We're coming up in between each. So after we punch the floor, so to speak, come up. A lot of balance. And don't lie to yourself flapping your arms. All about that pelvis moving. Stack it, punch it, and up. Not easy. I think that was 10. All right, here we go, other side. It also doesn't matter. Don't worry about having your torso parallel to the floor. We don't want that fuselage bent at all. We want a nice straight line from head to heel. So that means basically think about an airplane taking off and turning. That's totally fine. So like I'm not parallel to the floor. I'm airplane taking off, turning, coming back up. Keep those palms forward. Didn't count. So if you crash your airplane, don't count it as a rep. Okay? If you merely have some turbulence, that's okay. That's how your body's learning. That's all good. Keep that back leg as straight as we can and consider that crash. And do one more. Excellent. Back down on the ground. You're not there yet. We'll give you 10 seconds. Finish up those last couple reps. All right, pillar ridge. Yeah. All right, here we go. Ready, set. Here we go. Everybody's up. Rip that ground apart. Pull those elbows towards your toes. Squeeze those cheeks on top. Straight line from head to heel. Strong as steel. Pull those elbows in. Rip the ground apart. Squeeze those cheeks. Keep checking. Make sure we're not hanging out, just being a plank. Okay? We want to be a pillar that lasts centuries and centuries, maybe millennia. Hold strong. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, standing up. Time for some leg pressures. Okay, we're just doing 10. Don't worry about it, Robin. It'll be fine. Okay. So, I'll start standing my right leg inspirational demo that won't count towards my total. We're gonna go reverse lunge, squat, forward lunge, squat. The point of this is working that endurance for those legs, obviously, for our runners. Even if you're not a runner, it's still good for you. I have not mentioned that every exercise we do is magical. Magical runner exercises. Here we go. Reverse lunge, squat, forward lunge, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on that side. All right. Next up, other side. I just want to see what time it is. Oh, we're money. Yeah, we're doing well. All right, ready, set. Step back, squat, forward lunge, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to the ground. Here we go. Ready, set. Feel the ridge. Pull those elbows in. Squeeze those glutes. Rip the floor apart. Keep that tension through those forearms. We're halfway through. Keep pulling, ripping, and squeezing. Is that a song? 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Here we go. Next up, as promised, is a round 2 of water drink. Good times. Now, we're going back to a reverse lunge to squat. So we're going to do 10 again. This time, in between, we'll work that frontal plane, doing a lateral pivot bridge. Go 15 seconds, 15 seconds. Ready. I'm going to stand on my left to start this time. Stood on my right to start leg with that last circuit. This time, starting my left. Just to change things up. Make sure I'm not preferring my right side as much as I already do. Here we go. Reverse lunge, squat. 2. Oh, I just did 11. My goodness. Just got in a rhythm. All right. Here, other side. I gotta do 11. Even things out. Excellent. So we're on the ground. Here we go. 15 seconds each side. You're up. When we go to change, we do not collapse down to the ground. We match our arms, as in line one up with the other, and then roll towards our center, towards our middle. Find that belly button, roll that way, up on the other side. Just like that. Takes less than a second. Keep that elbow underneath that shoulder, not out over our head. Everything is stacked. Got 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Next up, our RDLs, single leg. Use body weight, palms up. Here we go. Compared to airplanes, these should be a breeze. Uh-oh, I started on my right foot. Did you see that? Dang it. Reach that heel back. Keep that pelvis level with the floor. And those headlights on those hips. Go straight ahead. All right, other side. No bueno. Some reps will be better than others. When you feel that really good rep, think about it. Try to replicate it. What did it exactly feel like? Where's my head? Where's my focus? Hopefully you weren't thinking about it. You just do it. All right, so on the ground, here we go. Everybody's up. Everything is stacked. Head is up. Mr. O'Brien, my 5th grade teacher, said, you gotta drink of water and wipe the sweat from your brow. I just did that. Roll, other side. That 3, 2, and 1. Next up, we got reverse lunge to forward lunge. Starting on my left side. Ready, set. So reverse lunge, forward lunge. I lost count, so I'm going to do one more. Make sure. Awesome. Other side. Ready, set. I did one too many again. There you go. Everybody's up. Okay, on the screen. Head up. Center, or not center, other side. No center. Just roll the center up on the other side. Got 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We're on our flight clearance. Airplanes. Left foot first. So get that RDL. Open up. Control. Punch the floor. Back up. Doing that 10 times. These take some time. It's okay to do that airplane. Taking off, Don't think, just ski. Very few people listening understand that kind of joke. But it seemed appropriate. My last pontification about what you're focused on. Hopefully you're just in the zone, feeling the flow, doing the bull dance. Woo. There's a nice puddle developing. That's a good sign. Here we go. Other side. Make sure you're keeping that straight line from head to heel. Don't want a broken fuselage. That may have been my best rep yet. Not so bueno. Two more. Oh, good. Do it again. All right. Back on the ground. How's our time? Oh, we're right on point. Here we go. Here we go. So nice stack posture. If you need a little help, it's okay to throw that top leg over as that endurance starts to fade a little bit. And roll. Three, two, and one. All right, standing up. Yep, time for a leg crusher. I know I said only 10. I meant 10 at a time, Robin. So, left foot starter. Here you go. Reverse lunge, squat, forward lunge, squat. That's one. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Shake out that left leg. Standing on the right. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reminders. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Here we go on the ground. There we go. Last 30 seconds of effort today. And roll. Make that precision switch. Should already be done. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bonito. Outstanding. So let's get into regen. What do you say? We're gonna take out these reminders. It's driving me bonkers. Dismiss. These are outdated because I haven't adjusted my calendar 100%. Here we go. Regen. It's on the list. Oh, we're gonna do a 3-way hamstring stretch. So, it's a little bit high. I can do it though. So, you want a chair, a couch, preferably something solid. So if it's gonna be a couch, the arm of the couch is usually softer than like the seat where your foot kind of sinks in. We're gonna bring our foot up. Nice tall posture. And I'm just gonna lean forward. A nice stretch on that hamstring. Not trying to crush anything, just enough to know it's there. So hold here for a little bit longer. And from here, we're gonna just, that planted, the foot that's on the floor, gonna rotate away from that up leg. And we're getting that adductor. So if I need more stretch, especially if that, whatever your foot's on is on the lower side, just bend down. You put both hands on that planted leg and getting into that adductor. Sorry, kind of mooning y'all, but it is what it is. And we're gonna come up, carefully hop and or bring your foot across your body. So getting kind of into that IT band, get a little bit more on the outside, into that glute, maintaining that balance. And then relax. You can go up to the other side. So again, straight ahead. It's like, usually a little bit tighter for me. About equal today. Nice tall posture. I'm pushing that belly button forward. Just trying to hinge at that hip, get in that hamstring, get a little bit, for me, low back as well. You pull back on that toe, you're getting that gastroc, but you kind of play with the stretch to make it your own. Then we're gonna turn out. We're gonna drop down. We're gonna get a little bit more into that adductor. Still keep my back flat. Then we're gonna come up. This is where we do that little careful shimmy, little heel move, and get a little bit in across our body, into that glute, into that IT band-ish area. You can't stretch your IT band, but you can put tension through the muscles that's attaching into it. I'm here in the rain outside my garage door, so it's a proper northwest day. Hopefully everybody gets out to enjoy a little bit of a walk or run in the rain. Next up, we're gonna just go a standing quad stretch. And hold on to something if you want for balance. Otherwise, you can work on your balance. Little column A, little column B is fine. I'm pulling straight back. I'm tucking my pelvis back, so tucking my tail, so to speak. And I'm also trying to think about squeezing that right side glute. It's my right leg being stretched. Squeeze that right leg, right glute, pushing that hip forward. It's more of a stretch on that quad and hip flexor a little bit. One of your quad muscles does cross your hip, so part of that hip flexor complex. Balance. Oh, maybe. I'm going to dial it in a second. Super close, maybe not. If Tasha's watching, I'm sure she's laughing at me. By the time we're done stretching, I'll get this one done. There it is. I didn't quit on it. Mr. Howard say never quit. Only easy day was yesterday. All right, and relax. We're gonna go figure 4 stretch. We'll be on the ground. I'm gonna show you, I have to use my garage door. Actually, let me use this. This will be better. So, if you have a wall nearby, hopefully you have at least 4 in your house. Having those shoes off is probably good on the inside. So I've got a kind of a narrow target, but it's enough to push against. So I'm going to use, this is my absolutely favorite glute stretch. You get it for free. So we're going to put our foot up here. I'm going to lay back. I'm going to lift my hips, cross my leg, and sit my hips back. And if I'm not getting a stretch, which I wasn't getting much, I'm going to wiggle closer to the wall, lift up, push on this knee just to keep it square, and try to bring that pelvis back down on the ground. And right now my left hip, your glute, is getting a nice stretch. Relax and breathe. Having that wall intensifies versus doing the reach through is fine. I do that quite a bit as well for a stretch. This is absolutely my favorite because that wall doesn't lie. Your hips coming down to the floor doesn't lie, and then you just keep yourself square with that hand. So we'll switch, and typically I'm tighter at my left than my right, and that is the case. So I'm going to wiggle in, lift those hips up, and then set them down into that stretch. Focus on breathing, relax into that stretch. If your hips are way far off the ground, they might be just like a little bit off the ground, but if they're way far up, you gotta wiggle back and try to zero in that distance away from the wall when you're doing this stretch. I think it's fantastic. One of the best things is that you get the ninja roll out. So I'm gonna ninja roll out, and we're gonna stand up and do a chest stretch. So just palm on the wall and then rotating away, getting that stretch all across that chest, bicep as well. So thumb is up, palm on the wall, just rotate away, and we'll do the same thing in the other direction. And we'll call it a day. Runner's workout part not quad, or Castra, is done. All right. Let's see. Say hi to everybody. Beatrice, good morning. All right, Dinakar, the plane is not even taking off. Oh, geez. I'm sorry, Dinakar. Yeah, that is true. You do not get to skip this. Well done, everyone. All right, be well. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully those people watching recorded too. Hope you have a good day. And that is it. Bye-bye.